بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، أشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا أيها الإخوة. Welcome, my brothers in Islam, in the 51st lesson of Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, book 1, part 1 of the new version. وقفنا عند الصفحة 19. We stopped at the 19th page. عند التدريب الخامس, at the 5th تدريب. وترجمت الجملة التي بين القوسين, and I've translated the sentence that's between the two brackets. And I've mentioned the meanings of kullu, the two meanings, what is every and all. Kulluhum, all of them. Kullukum, all of you. Kullukunna, all of you, feminine. Kulluhunna, all of you, all of them, feminine. وذكرت بعض البلدان والقارات. I've mentioned some countries and some continents. نذهب إلى التدريب السادس إن شاء الله. We go to the 6th تدريب إن شاء الله. اقرأ, read. التدريب السادس, أجب. The 6th exercise, answer. وأجب فعل أمر. أجب is a command verb. As you can see, there is a sukun on the end. أجب فعل أمر. أجب is a command verb. من الفعل, from the verb. So it goes back to the he past tense. أجاب, he answered. He replied. أجاب. تقول, you say for example, مثلا أجاب خالد عن السؤال. And you can switch it by saying خالد أجاب عن السؤال. What means Khalid answered the question. As you can see, I have translated only 3 words. Khalid answered the question. So the word that has not been translated here is an. And an is a preposition. As you can see, as-su'ali ends on a kasra because of the influence of an. And an has a kasra here because of iltiqa'u sakinaini, the meeting of 2 sukuns. And my brothers in Islam, it goes with ajaba. Okay, there are some verbs that go automatically with a certain preposition, and these prepositions are sometimes hard or not to be translated in English. Like here, ajaba Khalidun ani su'ali is Khalid answered the question. Like I said, you can switch it, what makes it easier in the English order. Khalidun ajaba, Khalid answered, ani su'ali, the question. So an is not being translated, but always when using ajaba, if you're mentioning what he answered, then you use an. If you just say ajaba Khalidun, you put a full stop, that's enough. Khalid answered. But when you speak about what he answered, a question or questions, then you have to use an. The iPhone, my brothers in Islam, I've mentioned it because some people might find it difficult to switch to the iPhone in the past tense. Actually, it's just the adding of a ta marbota, ta maftuha with a dhamma. Ajabtu is I answered. يعني but in this situation it's a bit difficult because that's why I've mentioned it, because you have dropped the alif of ajaba. Okay, normally dahabtu is I went, dahabas he went, akaltu I ate, akala he ate, qara'tu I read, qara'a is he read. So it's just putting a sukoon on the last letter of the he form and then adding a ta maftuha, an open ta, madmuma with a dhamma. Ajabtu an as'ilatihi, I answered his questions. The root form is as'ilatuhu, okay, his questions. But because of an, this preposition, as'ilati, now it becomes ismun majroor, it gets a kasra. So this verb, my brothers in Islam, what is ajaba, this verb goes along the preposition that comes after it. What is an? But can't be translated in English. There is no way to translate an. Okay? And you might find in other than English that maybe it can be translated, but in English not. Ajaba, he answered, he replied, yujibu, he's answering, yani now, mudari'un, present, ajib, command, answer. And for the feminine, ajibi, with two yas, one ya before the ba and one ya after the ba. Ajibu, as in the Quran, with a waw and an alif. Alif that is written and not pronounced. Ajibu, answer, you lot, male. Ijabatan, answering. And ijabatun can also be answer. And it's similar in the meaning to the word jawabun. And I've mentioned this before. Fahuwa mujibun, so he is the answerer, the one who is answering. وَالْمَفْعُولُ مُجَابٌ, the one who's been answered. وَلَا تَحْتَاجُ إِلَى حَرْفِ جَرٍ, you are not in need of the preposition عن. And عن means literally from. الْبَيْتُ بَعِيدٌ عَنِ الْمَسْجِدِ, the house is far from the masjid. But عن doesn't mean from in this context. So, وَلَا تَحْتَاجُ, you don't need the حرف جر, the preposition عن, مع الضمير, with the pronoun. أجبتك, I answered you, I replied to you. أجبتك, unless you say what you replied, what you answered. Like here, between the qawsayn, between the brackets, just to show it's not compulsory, unless you want to mention what you have replied, like the question. أجبتك عن سؤالك, I answered you concerning your question. أجبته, I answered him, I replied to him. ويتغير الضمير في أجب, and the pronoun in أجب يتغير, changes, بحسب المخاطب, depending on the addressed. So if it's a woman, you say أجيبي, as you can see here. أجيبا, you two, answer. Whether male or female, or one male and one female. أجيبوا, you lot, answer. أجبنا, you lot, female, أجبنا, answer. Now, إذن أيها الإخوة, my brothers in Islam, this is a very important tadrib. And the importanceness can be seen when looking to the questions, because they're very important. So I want you, inshallah, to start this tadrib. There is enough space to write the answers down, unless you write the answers in a notebook. So you start now, inshallah. Wa tujibu, you answer bihasabi halika, depending on your situation. So masmuka, you don't make it up. Okay, you put your full name. كيف حالك, and you know how to answer. من أين أنت, you put your country name, your nationality, etc., etc. So you start now, inshallah, and at the end you see مع السلامة, and you have learned how to reply to مع السلامة. So my brothers in Islam, you start now, inshallah. Bismillah. You can see this tadrib as a mini test because all you can see has been done, except maybe for your nationality, maybe your country name is not mentioned. But apart from that, you should be able to answer all of these questions, inshallah. طيب, Bismillah, سأبدأ. I will start, inshallah. I hope you have written all of them, inshallah. Inshallah, I will answer the questions, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa alaykum assalamu. Masmuka, what's your name? Ismi Abdul Karimi. Or if you want to say it the quick way, just straight away, Abdul Karimi, and you pronounce it in the practical way, Abdul Karim. But Abdu is mudaf. So when the question is being put forward to you, you can say Ismi Sa'idun or Ismi Sa'id. Or straight away Sa'id. Now, كيف حالك? How's your situation? And if it's translated as how are you, that is good. أنا بخير والحمد لله. I'm fine and all praise is due to Allah. Or you say straight away without the pronoun, without the ana. You say بخير, comma, the comma upside down, والحمد لله. And you can mark yourself by yourself because all these sentences are mentioned somewhere in the first chapter. كيف حالك? لست بخير. I am not fine. That can also be an answer. لست, it's لام, سين, تا مفتوحة, مضمومة. لام, سين, تا مفتوحة, open تا, مضمومة, with a ضمة. من أين أنت? From where are you? For the feminine, من أين أنت? أنا من, this both for male and female because the I form is the same. أنا من المغرب. I'm from Morocco. And I've heard that in Pakistan they call Morocco Marrakesh. And Marrakesh is actually just a city in Morocco, just like London, a city in England. So just for the extra benefit. من أين أنت? Where are you from? أنا من المغرب. Or in the practical way, أنا من المغرب, because you're ending the sentence, you put the sukun sound. Never write the sukun, but just give it the sukun sound. Because min is a preposition. So by putting a sukun on the noun after it, you have made a grave mistake. Because min is a harfu jarin, preposition. And al-maghrib is ismun majrurun, is the noun affected by the harfu jarin, by the preposition. And something else, a noun never has a sukun. This is a golden rule. A noun can never have a noun has never or has no sukoon. A sukoon is something what is specific for the verb, and not for the noun. Likewise, the kasra is something specific for the noun, and you will not find a verb with sukoon. Okay, so how about the hepti? You feminine went. Then I reply by saying, or the scholars they reply by saying, when you say the hepti, we have two things. We have the hep, that's the verb, and the t is a pronoun, it's attached pronoun. What's your proof? The proof is you say the hepta, look, you change the pronoun. You male went, the hepti. You feminine went, the heptu. I went. The hebna, we went. So the tu and the t, so when you find the t at the end of the verb, you will know that it has to do with the pronoun. Okay, I'm talking about general rules, my brothers in Islam. ما جنسيتك؟ يمكنك أن تقول, you can say أنا فرنسي, I'm French. أنا فرنسية, I'm French for the feminine. أنا باكستاني, أنا باكستانية. For me, أنا مغربي. So this ya is for the nationality as we have studied. لدي جنسيتان. What does that mean? لدي جنسيتان. لدي is I have. Okay, used for both male and female. لدي بيت, I have a house. Okay. لدي سيارة, I have a car. لدي جنسيتان. لدي جنسيتان, I have two nationalities. الفرنسية والألمانية, I have the French and the German nationality. Almania with the alif mamduda is Germany. So لدي جنسيتان, I have two nationalities. الفرنسية, as you can see, this is a feminine word because it ends on a ta marbuta. Why do I use a feminine word although the person might be a male who says لدي جنسيتان الفرنسية? الفرنسية is a feminine word. Its masculine form is الفرنسي. Why do I use the feminine الفرنسية? Because it goes back to جنسية, what's a feminine word. So الفرنسية goes back to جنسية, that's why you make it feminine. الفرنسية والإسبانية, I have the French and the Spanish nationality. إسبانيا بهمزة القطع, with the strong hamza in the beginning, وألف ممدودة في آخر الاسم, and a alif stick at the end of the noun. Spain, Hispania, Spain. Or you just say أنا فرنسي وبلجيكي, I'm French and Belgian. هل أنت باكستاني؟ هل أنت باكستاني؟ Are you Pakistani? The short way and the way that is enough is just to say la. But to train yourself in the Arabic language, you can go a bit deeper. بإمكانك أن تتعمق في الجواب. It's possible for you to go deep in the answer. كيف تقول? How do you say? No, I'm not a Pakistani. And as you have maybe remembered, I just have mentioned somewhere in the beginning or in the middle of this tadrib what means I am not. إذن, so لا, no, فاصلة, comma, and then we get I am not. You before that, الجواب بالنفي, meaning answering with negating by saying I am not there. يكون مثلا be is, for example, with saying, so I'm not going to affirm now, I'm going to negate. I'm going to say I'm not Pakistani. Look, لا, comma, upside down. لست باكستانيا. I am not Pakistani. ولست, this word يستخدم مع المفرد المذكر والمؤنث. لست is used for the mufrad, for the single form, male and female. Like I said, the I form, there's no difference between male and female. So I am not a doctor. لست طبيبا. I am not a teacher. لست أستاذا. Both of them have two fatha and an alif at the end. Alif stick. Okay. لست مهندسا. I'm not an engineer. Seen with two fatha and an alif stick. So, is it that the word after lestu gets two fatha? Yes. Because the when using this word, this word needs two, you can say two nouns, the first noun and the second noun. So lestu, the two is the first noun because it's a pronoun, an attached one. So the first one we are done with it. The second one is the one that needs always a fatha. Okay. Laysa is he's not. Laysa Khalidun maridan. Khalid's not ill. So Khalidun is the first noun. It has a dhamma. And maridan is the second noun. Laysat Khadijatu maridatan. Khadija is not ill. So as you can see, Khadijatu has a dhamma. This is the first noun of laysat. And the ta of laysat with the sukoon is not a pronoun. So it's not counted as a pronoun like lestu. Anyway, it's all extra information. Laysat Khadijatu maridatan. So maridatan is the word with the fatha. And this is something you will learn inshallah in the green book. The first noun after laysa is called ismu laysa, and the second noun after laysa is called khabaru laysa. And ismu laysa has a dhamma, marfu'un, and khabaru laysa has a fatha called mansubun. It's all what you're going to study inshallah. Lesta, you are not male. Lesta aliman, you are not a scholar. Lesti, you feminine, you are not. Lesti mumarridatan, you are not a nurse. Lestuma, you two are not. Lesna, we are not. Lestum, you lot are not. Lestunna, you lot feminine are not. It's all extra information, walhamdulillah. هل أنت من سوريا? Are you from Syria? How do we answer in the way we have learned? لا فاصلة, comma. If you just say last enough, فاصلة. لست, I'm not. لست من سوريا, I'm not from Syria. And I've noticed that some of the brothers who just start learning Arabic, they think maybe to say la Surya or something like that. La min Surya. That's a huge mistake. La min Surya is just like no from Syria. No from Syria. It doesn't sound correct even in English. Okay, you really need this word. Lestu, I am not. Lesta, you are not. مع السلامة. This is the practical way. مع السلامة. You answer the same way. Goodbye, goodbye. Literally with safety. It's a dua. But like I said, it's similar to the goodbye. It's used as a goodbye. في آخر الصفحة, at the end of the page, هناك جملة, there is a sentence. تبادل السؤال والجواب مع زميلك. Exchange the question and the answer with your classmate. And when you're not alone, please exchange. Okay? Read what you have written upon your classmate, and he reads upon you, and help each other and assist each other in progressing in the Arabic language, inshallah. بعد ذلك الصفحة 20, the 20th page. القراءة. القراءة. ما معنى القراءة? It means the reading. القراءة, the reading. القراءة is a masdar, it's a main noun. Okay, from which verb? It's the noun form of الفعل of the verb. قرأ خالد الكتاب. Khalid read the book. قرأ is he read. قرأ يقرأ, he's reading. اقرأ, read. اقرأي to the female with the hamza على الكرسي, with the hamza on the chair and a ya. اقرأي. اقرأوا, wow silent alif, with the wow, with the hamza on the first wow and then another wow and a silent alif. قراءة, reading. This is the masdar. This is the one we have here in the book. فهو قارئ, so he is the reader, and it can also be used as reciter, like a Quran reciter. قارئ. والمفعول مقروء, and the ism maf'ul is maqru'un, and that is the read, or that what has been read. Then this is a very important verb and a very important noun. Al-qira'atu is the reading. التدريب الأول. انظر واستمع واقرأ. Look and listen and read. All command verbs. So you can read after me, inshallah. أنا, أنت, أنت, هو, هي, طالب, مدرس, طبيبة, طالبة, هذا, هذه. You can hear the alif in both هذا and هذه as a second letter, but never write that down. Never write the alif down. I want you to close the books, inshallah, my brothers in Islam. اغلقوا الكتب وأخرجوا ورقة وأخرجوا قلما, and take out a paper and a pen. اغلقوا الكتب, close the books. اغلقوا الكتب تماما, close the books completely. 11 words, inshallah. I will dictate them upon you. I will go a step further in the difficulty. I'll make it a bit more difficult for you. I say the English and you write the Arabic. What is this feminine? Uktub, write down this feminine in Arabic. Write down this for the feminine in Arabic. That's wahidun. Ithnani, we have 11 words. Ithnani, number 2. This masculine. Thalathatun, female student, single form. Arba'atun, you can always pause if I go too fast. Arba'atun, female doctor. 5 male teacher. 6 number 6 male student. 7 she. 8 8 he. 9 you feminine. 10 number 10 you masculine. 11 11 I or me. Sorry, I think just showed something what should not be shown on the screen. طيب, I will stop here inshallah. Please open the books and correct yourself by yourself. More than 3 mistakes is a sign of weakness of the recapping and of the revision. I hope inshallah you will not have so many mistakes. And until our next class inshallah, subhanakallah wa bihamdik, shadun la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.